Welcome to the Angel Mystic Podcast. I am super excited you are listening because this is where spiritually open minds can come together to explore the wonders of angels, spiritual connections, and the art of manifesting. Hosted by me, Amanda Tooke, the Angel Mystic, your spiritual midwife to help you on your journey to a fulfilling and happy life. You may have seen me on ITV, Channel 4, or even in Fate and Fortune magazine. In each episode, we will delve into the mystical world of angels, offering you insights, guidance, practical tools to deepen your connection with the upstairs so that you can find inner peace, happiness, joy, and create the life that you want. Tune in for weekly, fun conversations, transformational insights that will elevate your spiritual journey and awaken your inner mystic. Please hit subscribe now as we embark on a transformational adventure with the Angel Mystic Podcast. Welcome to the Angel Mystic Podcast. This podcast today is all about what your intuition really is. And we're diving into this subject because I think it often gets a little bit mystified, overcomplicated, or even misunderstood. So let's clear it all up today, exactly what your intuition is and how it might be showing up for you. And most importantly, how you can really trust it so deeply that it makes everyday life just so much easier. So much easier. So let's clear up some myths first of all, shall we? And I think the biggest probably myth is that intuition is rare. Intuition is for a chosen few, maybe a psychic, special people. But the truth is, intuition is your natural ability. It's within all of us, and we can all use it and we all have it. It's not about being, when you were coming into this world, you're in a certain queue and you got in the intuition queue and you got that. It's not about being chosen. It's not about being, tuned into something. It's not a special gift for a few people. It's within all of us. And I want you to think about that for a moment. It's like having two arms but only using one. It's like walking round with a patch over one of your eyes or a peg on your nose. You've got that part of you, but you're not using it. And think of it like a radio station. The signal is always broadcasting, but you're not always tuning into that. You have to specifically tune into that frequency to hear that radio broadcast. And if you're full of noise and if you're overthinking and if you're stressed and you're doubting things, you can't hear it. You can't hear it clearly. But once you quieten your mind and start to feel, sense, know, hear, see those messages coming through, you can really build on that and start to trust it. So, what is your intuition? I believe it is your inner guidance system, your inner GPS. It's your soul. You might want to call it your higher self. You might want to think of it as your angels nudging you. There's no right and there's no wrong way to think about it. But you do need to listen to it. And when I say listen, it might not always be something that you hear. It might speak to you in whispers, but it also might give you nudges and feelings more than booming voices. It can be seeing signs, it can be seeing symbols. It can feel like a gut-wrenching feeling. You can feel it in your heart, you can feel it in your solar plexus. And it's instant. It pops into your mind instantly out of nowhere. It's not something that you start humming and hawing over, you know, it comes immediately. It's that sense of knowing without any logic attached to it, or the feeling of like a lightness, something expansive when it's right, and also a heaviness, a contracting feeling when it's not. Your intuition is not the fear. And it's really important to understand that because fear shouts, fear panics you, it pushes you. Intuition is calm, it's subtle, but it's steady. And like I said before, and I want to say it again because for those of you at the back that didn't hear it the first time, um, your intuition comes immediately, split second. Your fears come after that. So if you're trying to make a decision and you get like, oh yeah, I need to do that, and then you get like, oh no, 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 oh I've not got enough time, oh I've not got enough money. That's your fear. Time, money is your fear. That, oh yeah, I need to do that. That's your intuition. And you can use your intuition in so many decisions, like what to have for your tea. That can be based on your intuition. Which is the right route home for me? That's based on your intuition. But it is hard, isn't it, sometimes to trust your intuition, especially if you've got sucked into life and life feels complicated and confusing and busy and noisy. It's no wonder people go, well, how do I know if it's my intuition or my imagination? Have I just made this up? The thing is, though, there is a way of telling because imagination feels made up, it feels playful, it feels changeable. Your intuition feels certainty, it feels solid somehow. Even if it doesn't make sense, you just know something, you just feel something, and it's quite unshakable. And yes, it does take a bit of practice because your logical, fear-based mind, which, you know, fear is being spread like wildfire in the world that we're in, will always try and talk you out of it. I don't think there is a more important time to listen to your intuition than now, because that's where the truth is. This is why slowing down, grounding, paying attention to these key things, these signs around you, is vital right now. But when you do start to trust it, wowee, things make a lot more sense. You have that deep knowingness. I wish everyone could listen to their intuition because it's so solid and reassuring. So, some ways that you could strengthen your intuition because it's there already, and that might be pausing before a decision. Notice how your body reacts and start with little things. Don't start with big life-changing decisions. If you're trying to develop your intuition, start with little things. Because expansive feelings generally mean yes. Contractive generally mean no. So when you make a decision, you get that split second feeling, sensing, knowing whatever it is for you. Tune into that. Does it feel expansive? Does it feel contractive? Get used to listening to that before all those limiting beliefs and fears and the ego start coming in to try and keep you safe, because that's all it's trying to do. And then the next thing you can do is ask for a sign. Ask for a sign. I went outside this morning, um, and I was stood in the garden taking in, it was a beautiful sunny morning, taking in the blue sky, and I looked up and there was this beautiful feather cloud just floating up there. And I thought, yep, there we go. And you know what? That sign wasn't specific. It wasn't like I'd asked a question, but what I took from that was, yeah, they got my back. They're there. They're with me. I'm not alone in this world. You know, just staring up at the sky for those few moments gave me a sense of connection, gave me a sense of inner peace. And we need more of that at the moment. Because when you look around the world that we're in, it's just mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad. But when you can look at the bigger picture, that's where you find the peace and the calm. And journaling is a good way to develop your intuition. Write down your feelings, start to, keep a record of how you react to situations. Where are you feeling it in your body? And sometimes it makes no sense in the moment and it's something you need to come back to. But you'll be amazed how often you are right with things if you follow your intuition. Meditation is a great one. And I know meditation can be tricky for people, but just being in stillness, being quiet, sitting for a few moments can make all the difference to hearing that inner voice. And I'm going to add on the back of that as well, silence, because so often we don't experience silence because we are, busy with life. And even if we're on our own, it's almost like we don't want to be in our own company and we're doom scrolling or we've got music on or, you might watch the TV. How often is there just silence in your life? And what ways could you introduce some more of that? It could be that you set some boundaries with yourself and that, when you're eating, if you're on your own, you eat in silence. You don't watch anything on your phone. You don't read a book. What about if, because I think it isn't about occupying your mind. When I say silence, it's about literally just being with yourself and in your own thoughts. It could be when you're in the bath, when you are driving. Where can you introduce some stillness and silence into your life so that you can feel more connected? Just a few minutes each day can really make a difference to your intuition and you hearing and understanding that inner voice. And when you follow your intuition, life starts to just flow more smoothly. Ease and flow are something that I talk about a lot. I want more ease and flow in my life. And the things that I teach all bring that. I think that's sort of something that's missing for a lot of people. And I can feel when I haven't got that ease and flow. And that ease and flow is when things feel sticky and stumbly and things are not smooth for me. When things start to break or go wrong or I get held up in traffic. But when you have ease and flow, everything is just slotting in for you and just feels so amazing. You'll find yourself like in the right place at the right time, meeting the right people. It doesn't mean that challenges disappear because they don't, but it does mean that you are more guided with them. Even with the difficult bits in life, there's more ease and flow and grace. So, what is your intuition? Hopefully, this has given it a nudge within you. Hopefully, you've realized that actually it's not something outside of me, it's something within me. And this is something that I can do to develop because this is the real work. And if that's you, if that's something that you want to develop, make sure you look out for my special Halloween training because we have got an awesome 4-day event coming up. You'll find it all in the show notes, but it's definitely about developing your intuition, embracing your psychic side. Because psychic just means receiving things in perhaps a bit of an unusual way. So if you want a place on this free training, like I say, it is going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you head into show notes and have a look. And please share this episode with friends, family, leave a review. It all helps. And now we will do our angelic guidance for the coming week. This is for the 13th to the 19th of October. And of course, as I use these cards, which are on my own deck, and you can get some if you want on my website, they're very easy to use, but I am using my intuition to read these cards. If you are reading cards correctly, you're not just reading what's on the cards. You are going far deeper. You're using the cards as a tool. So this is what it is all about. Okay. So there's a nice balance within the cards this week again, which is good. We like that. We're starting with the green card and it is nature for the Monday. Nature, well, it teaches us so much, doesn't it? You know, if you're not sure what you should be doing right now, you know, whatever time of the year you're looking at, look what nature's doing. I mean, here we are into autumn and it's just letting go. Winter, you know, it's really about sort of building your strength again. Hibernation. Spring, it's starting to come out. But also what I love about spring, and it is my favorite season, is that everything is blossoming, but there's no competition. And then we've got summer, which everything's just fully out there, living its best life. So use nature as a way of guiding yourself. And if you're struggling to make a decision and you want to hear your intuition more, take yourself into nature because that's where it'll connect with you the best. Tuesday is the safety card. So this is a reminder to make sure that you've got your protective bubble on. Maybe there's a situation around you or people around you that you know you need extra protection. Make sure you're putting on your protection so that you're not feeling drained. Look into your life where you've got energy leaks going on. Things that are draining your energy and they're not feeding you. And ask yourself, do you really need those in your life? Time to be quite ruthless with that. On Wednesday, we have got purple card, spiritual development, and it is the soul card. It is a reminder that you have a wealth of wisdom within you and you need to trust your intuition to know that that's right for you. Because there's things coming through for you that you don't know where you know this from, you don't know where you're getting your answers, but you know it deep within you. Absolutely trust that and look for rainbows. Rainbows is one of those signs from your angels, and they are there trying to get your attention in some shape or form. Thursday is the I've only just realised what card it is. It is the intuition card. You can't make this stuff up. I kid you not. How did I not see that? It's bang in the centre of the week as well. The fourth card of the week is the intuition card. Enough said. listen to your intuition. It can come in lots of different ways, but look out for number synchronicities because that's the sign on this card. Oh my goodness. Um, Friday, it's time. It's the time card. The time card is, it's almost giving you a kick up the bum, a little nudge in the right direction to say, come on, knuckle down and get it done. It feels like you've been putting things off for too long, and now is the time to absolutely do it and go for it. As we move into the weekend, in fact, I'm going to do these together because they feel like they need to be together. We've got the love card for Saturday and we've got the health card for Sunday. Now, the love card, this is all about where you have not been prioritizing yourself, and it is at the detriment of your own health. So is now is a time to look after you and make sure that you are giving yourself what you need. You need to put yourself top of the list, and you need to reevaluate the way that you are doing your self-care, because that is the message that's sort of overriding for the whole weekend. I do want to say as well that number synchronicities, because they're on the intuition card and they're on the time card, are also a big sign this week, as well as the rainbows and finding little white feathers. That's your angelic guidance for this week. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. Like I said before, leave us a review, give us a little like, a share, all that good stuff, because it really helps. Until next time, bye for now. I hope you've enjoyed this episode. If so, please hit follow and share my message by sharing with your friends. It would be amazing if you can leave a review. All this will help, and it activates the universal law of the more you give, the more you receive. So it's a win-win. You can find more good stuff between episodes over on social media. Just search The Angel Mystic on Facebook, Instagram, or TikTok, or check out the links in the show notes. I'd love for you to connect more over in my free group in Abundance Manifesting, all on Facebook. Hope to see you there.